My name is August Thompson, and I am the author of the forthcoming novel Anyone's Ghost, which will release on July 11th with Picador Books. If you love emotional heartbreakers that will make you cry, you've come to the right place. And I'm here to explain just why this book will make you cry. Anyone's Ghost follows 20 years of the lives of Theron David Alden, our narrator, and Jake. They fall in love, they ruin each other, they rebuild, they are torn apart, and they haunt. And occasionally they have a lot of fun. They meet when they're 15 and 17, respectively. Theron is, for lack of a better term, an absolute dweeb. He's quite anxious and occasionally funny, I like to think, whereas Jake is a natural. He's confident and charismatic and engaged, and he just inhabits the world very naturally. And he's also very hot, which helps a lot. They meet at a dead end summer job and spend every day together, falling into a complicated platonic and romantic situation that neither seem to fully understand. The book checks in on them throughout their lives 6 years later in a hurricane rocked Manhattan, where the city is blacked out and they get to explore feelings that had built when they were teenagers. And then years later, again, when Jake is gone and Theron is left reeling. That is not a spoiler, just for the record. The opening line of the book tells you that Jake is gone. So don't get mad at me. I wanted to write a book about bisexual heartbreak because I felt that when I was growing up, I was not finding the novels that I needed to help me feel less alone in what I was feeling. I think the purpose of great art is to help people feel less alone. And I was living in a world where there was gayness and straightness and not a lot of vocabulary for the things in between. I was constantly having these confused feelings for people I wanted to be as much as I wanted them. This liminality that was torturous. It did not help that in my youth I was a huge nerd, and I did not have any romantic experience. Basically, I mainly played World of Warcraft, not to brag, um, and I did a lot of pining and a lot of yearning. So this book was a way of dramatizing these feelings that had existed within me for quite some time. It was really exciting writing about first love because there is a certain sense of urgency and vitality to it. I remember being an adolescent and feeling that if I did not get what I wanted romantically, if I was not able to express myself, I would literally just die. Like my heart would explode, or my brain would collapse or something like that. It was obviously very dramatic, and I was a dramatic kid, but I do think that part of the beauty of adolescence is feeling these things so fully. We tend to build a carapace around ourselves as we age, as we go through more and more heartbreak, and we scab and find ways to distance. And there's something purely beautiful and purely painful about first loves. And it's universal. We all go through it. With that, I hope that readers will take from this book a sense of understanding that it is okay to feel very confused by your sexuality, by grief, by loss, by joy, by the fleetingness of it all. Um, there is a sense of unity in that. That is what makes us human. And I think there's something really beautiful in the fact that everything is intertwined and helixed. There really can only be um, joy because of loss. Though heartbreak is so painful, that loss is so debilitating and destabilizing. Um, it is a privilege and a piece of luck to go through these things. There are so many lives led that are devoid of these incredible feelings. And even when it feels as though they might just kill you, um, it's a lucky thing to have, and it's a beautiful thing to have. So if you're in the thick of it, know that it will get better, but also you are doing what humans get to do at their peak, which is to feel with such unbelievable authenticity um, and power. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, to listen to me ramble, and I hope you will enjoy Anyone's Ghost. Goodbye.